Uncle Anthony sat dozing in the early morning sunshine on his rickety front porch. He is a thin little old man with patches of white wool here and there on his bald head, and an expression of kindness and gentleness on his wrinkled old face. As I went cautiously up the steps, which appeared none too safe, his cane, which had been leaning against his chair, fell to the floor with a clatter. He awoke with a start and began fumbling around for it with his trembling and bony hands. "Uncle Anthony, you don't see so well, do you?" I asked as I recovered the stick for him.
No, ma'am, I sure don't. I ain't seen none out in one of my eyes in near about 60 years. And the doctor say I got a Cadillac on the other. But I knows you as white folks. I always been puny, but I reckon I does pretty well considering I was 100 years old.
How do you know you are that old?
I knows I that old 'cause my mistress put it down in the Bible. I was born on the 4th day, and I was full-growed man when the war come on in 61. Yes'm, my mind kinder comes and goes, but I can always remember about slavery time. It's the things that happens in these days that's so easy for me to disremember. I belong to Master Jim Abercrombie. His plantation was about 16 miles north of Marion in Bibb County. When his son, young Jim, made old Mars Jim gave me to him, and he fetched me to Perry County. No, old Marshall didn't go to war because he was corrupted. He was deaf in both ears and couldn't see good neither. But he didn't care much about me because I was puny, like, and weren't much count in the field. My mistress, Miss Lou, was raising me up to be a carriage driver, and she was just as good to me as she could be. She used to dose me up with castor oil, ginseng root, and dogwood tea when I'd be feeling poorly. And she'd always take up for me when Master Jim get in behind me about something. I reckon though I was pretty worrisome nigger in them days, always getting in some kind of mischief. Then 2 years out of the surrender, I took consideration and ginned up with the Lord. That's how come I lived so long. The Lord told me, Anthony, you got 120 miles to travel. That means you going to live 120 years if you stay on the right and narrow road. But if you don't, you gotta go just the same as all the others.
Tell me something about your master slaves and his overseers.
Well, Master Jim had about 300 slaves, and he had one mighty bad overseer. But he got killed on the bank of the creek one night. They never did find out who killed him. But Master John always believed the field hands done it. For that, us niggers used to go down to the creek to wash ourselves. But after the overseer got killed down there, us just leave off that washing. 'Cause some of them see the overseer hand down there floating over the creek. Master Jim had some trouble with a big double-gent nigger named Joe. One day he turned on Master Joe with a fence rail, and Master Jim had to pull his gun and kill him. Well, that happened in the same woods where I get my lightwood where I used to start a fire. One day I went to them same woods to get some Simmons. Another nigger went with me and he climbed up the tree to shake the Simmons down whilst I be picking them up. For long I heard another tree shaking every time us shake our tree. That other tree shake too. And down came the Simmons from it. I say to myself, that's Joe, cause he likes Simmons too. Then I grab up my basket and holler to the boy in the tree, nigger turn loose and drape down from that and catch up with me if you can. I's leaving here right now, cause old Joe is over there getting some Simmons too. Then another time, I was in the woods chopping lightwood. It was about sundown, and every time my axe go whack on the lightwood knot, I hear another whack size mine. I stops and listen and don't hear nothing. Then I start chopping again. I hears the others whack. But that time my hound dog was crouching at my feet with the hair standing up on his back and I couldn't make him get or budge. This time I didn't stop for nothing. I just dropped my axe right there and me and that hound got tore off home. When us got there, Master Jim was sitting on the porch and he say, nigger, you been up to something you ain't got no business. You was all hot and breath. Whose is you running from? Then I say, Master Jim, somebody size me is shopping in your woods and I can't see him. And Master Jim, he say, that ain't nobody but old Joe. Did he owe you anything? And I say, yes, sir. He owed me 2 bits for helping him shuck corn. Well, Master Jim say, don't pay him no mind. It's just old Joe coming back to pay you. Anyhow, I didn't go back to them woods no more. Old Joe just had the 2 bits that he owed me, 'cause I don't want him following around me. When he do, I can't keep my mind on my business.